Hello and welcome to the Social Lounge. I'm of course Michael Gooch.
And I am Sophie Brown. Coming up on today's show,
we find out exactly how much you know about social media safety.
And we talk to two data security experts about social media and how safe we really are online.
And in today's challenge, we race to find our producer using only social media.
The real surprise is Michael is actually talking about another human being.
You make it sound like I'm super antisocial. Besides, I'm talking to you now. Don't you count?
Who said I was human?
I'm not scared at all. Well, to start off, we'll be looking at how to stay safe on social media because let's face it, we're on it every second of every day. You're probably on your phones right now, aren't you?
Cut them some slack, Michael. They might be new to social media.
Like my nan on Snapchat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've had to delete the app. It was the safest option.
But seriously, how many of you haven't turned on or didn't know your apps had privacy settings?
Kind of, yes.
No, I'm not really aware of the privacy settings. I don't really have much knowledge of it.
I am, yeah. I think it's really important that you make sure that your social media is all locked down so people can't just go on there and gander through your stuff, see what you're up to, unless you're mates with them or you know them personally, I guess.
I have a few privacy settings set up on my social media. It is private.
See, now that is actually interesting. So, can people actually change these settings? Well, yes, I will show you how. Well, first, let's start with Snapchat. Snap Map is such a great, but it is a dangerous feature. So I'm going to show you how you get on it. You pinch your home screen. So this is the Snap Map, so I can see where my friends are 24 hours of the screen. So if we click the right corner, we can put our ghost mode on, 3 hours for 24 hours or until turned off. So I'm going to press until turned off so people can't see that right now I am in North Greenwich, which is what I want. Next, we're going to do Instagram. Instagram's probably the easiest out of the three. You just go onto your profile, click settings, and private account. So people can't see all of my posts of my friends and family and it's completely safe. And the last one, Facebook. Facebook's pretty easy as well. It's again the trend of the right corner. We press privacy shortcuts, and this is a new feature. We press privacy checkup. So I can see if my information of my phone number, email address, and photos is all safe. So I know my account can't be seen by anyone in the world. So thank you, Mr. Zuckerberg, for that one. This actually leads us quite nicely into our challenge this week. You see, actually turning your privacy settings off gave us the idea for a game. We've pitched Michael against a social media expert, by which we mean our location presenter, Olivia. Hello!
Today we're in London for this wonderful challenge. Are you excited, Olivia?
Very cold. I wish we could have been in Spain.
I want to be in Spain as well. Something like Ibiza, challenge in Ibiza perhaps. Maybe this is going to be in Ibiza. Do you want to?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Robin, our producer, is hiding in a secret location. Using only social media, find her. First one to find her wins. Wins what?
I don't care. I'm going to win. Okay, let me check where she is. I'm going to go check Snap Maps.
So the problem I have here is that I don't have Robin on Snapchat, nor do I use Snap Map, and that would be so perfect for this because I could see exactly where she is.
Looks like she's in Greenwich. Come on.
So currently, looking at her Facebook, she's at Goddard's at Greenwich, and I take it that is some sort of pub. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head that way by getting the tube and then a bus.
Right, I think I'm going to take the DLR to Greenwich. I don't think this is going to take too long. I've got it in the bag.
Those are going to be the two problems while I'm down here. One, it's not just me doing the challenge, I've got 3 crew members as well. And also, despite being very, very quick on the tube, I can't get internet reception down there. That's where we're going. Wonder how Olivia's doing.
Oh, my phone's died. It's all right that I've got a charger. Aha! Right, come on, let's get going. Okay, we're going to get on Heron Keys tube station. I think it's just over here. Oh, I think this is the right train. I've got 1 minute. Here's the train. think I'm getting off at Island Gardens.
So as you can see, there's Canary Wharf, that's where we've just come from, so it was super quick getting here. Now here's the next bit. I said we had to get a bus from here to Greenwich. I don't know which bus that is.
Oh, only one stop away now. Right, I'm going to check the map.
A 188 did pass by here about 30 seconds ago. I am praying a 129 is about to come round here.
Very exciting, not the challenge itself, but we might actually get to see Michael run on national television, but we'll find out. That happens a bit later on in the show.
Indeed we shall. But before that, I think it's time to talk to a professional, someone who knows quite a bit more than we do. Earlier on today, we sent Olivia to the offices of Reed Business Information in Sutton to find out a bit more on how to stay safe online.
I'm at the Reed Business Information HQ here in Sutton today to talk to two internet security experts about how to stay safe online.
Hi, my name is Jeff Jenkins. I'm the RBI CISO, which is Chief Information Security Officer, and my role generally focuses around strategic direction for security of our company.
I'm Dan, I'm a security engineer, and basically I go out and implement Jeff's strategy and take care of the day-to-day operations in security engineering.
Well, yes, I mean when you're talking about social media and all of the various different flavours that are out there, you need to be aware of who you want to be able to see your profile and just limit that wherever possible to your friends, family, people you know and trust.
If you suspect you've been hacked, the quicker you act, the better, because they'll be able to start siphoning off information, trying to use your passwords on other accounts. So maybe it's your Facebook account, they'll start using it on your Snapchat, your email. So you want to make sure that you change passwords as soon as possible.
It really depends on what the app is for. Do you see a purpose for it? If you take something that was popular a few years ago in Pokemon Go, you don't have a choice. If you want to play the game, you have to enable the service. So again, it's personal choice. Do I actually want to do this, or don't I want to do it? Does the app need it or not?
I would say that you could disable the webcam and microphone when you're not using them. We normally focus on the webcam, but if you think the microphone is also there listening, something like Amazon and Alexa as well. So yeah, I wouldn't just limit it to webcams, but disable them in the device settings, and that way you can know for sure that they won't be listening or watching.
It's not about locking down your devices so that they're unusable, but don't allow them to be used for stuff that you don't want them to be used for. They have features on them, such as Find My Phone, which can be really useful, especially if you leave your devices lying around all over the place. Yeah. But do you need that? Don't you want it? Do you actually need to be tracked to the exact place as to where you are via your Snapchat? Or actually does that pose more of a risk to you than it provides in terms of benefit of your friends knowing where you are?
Really useful information there from Jeff and Dan. Now back to the studio.
And joining us today on the Social Lounge, here we have Mark from RBI. In fact, he's the CTO. Thank you very much, Mark, for joining us today.
No, thank you for inviting me.
So we've got some questions for you, if that's all right. So to start off with, what is it you do at RBI?
So I'm the Chief Technology Officer at RBI. I have a team of about 500 developers in various countries building software products for our customers.
Okay, so that's what a CTO does.
Yeah.
So what locations around the world do you have security measures for?
We have about 40 offices around the world. Predominantly, though, US and Europe. We have Chicago, California, Atlanta, and then London and Paris in Europe.
So you're a very global company then, really.
Correct, yeah.
So just a question for myself, what is the best way to create a safe password?
Make sure that you use random letters, really. Random letters, numbers, special characters. Don't use actual words or put two words together.
So not your dog's name?
No.
That's not right. My passwords aren't my dog's name, just making that clear. So I take it's unwise as well to use the same password for multiple things.
It is, yeah. It's best to have like one for banking, maybe a secure one, and then a different one for social media.
What is your favourite app? I'm curious.
Probably video, but the one I use most is email.
Email.
Predominantly for my work. Yes.
That's a fair enough reason. No, in fact, actually, that's got me thinking, because Mark and I were actually chatting backstage earlier today, and we were talking about, well, you said something interesting about searching yourself online.
Yeah, I think it's really important to see what information is out there. So I search for myself, look any fake news or anybody kind of misrepresenting not only just me, but the company.
That's why you said you search yourself quite regularly. I mean,
absolutely. Yeah.
Is that just purely for security reasons, or?
It is. Often people sort of will quote me around products, and obviously I've got to make sure that that is actually factually correct.
So what happens if you find someone then that's done that, for example?
I will get it taken down.
You'll get it taken down?
As much as I possibly can, yeah. So obviously it's out there sometimes.
So we've got some people tweeting in.
Mm-hmm.
They've got some questions for you. So to start off with, is it wrong to share my social media passwords with my boyfriend?
I would say yes. That could go terribly wrong.
It could go terribly wrong. That's not a wise idea. What should I do if I think I'm being catfished online?
Find out what sites or apps you're being catfished on, and then get that taken down. And
So contact the app.
Contact
is probably
the app
the best
provider,
idea.
yeah.
I take it that's going to be a very similar thing as well for the following one. I recently found somebody online using a picture of me as their profile picture. As far as I'm aware, they're not causing trouble. Should I still do something about it?
Yes, your image is actually part of your personal identity, so it's really important to make sure that no one is misrepresenting you in any way.
Of course, I mean, that just seems like the obvious option. Now, we've been talking for a while. Obviously, we've just seen the VT there. There was quite a lot of talking in there. I think it's time we do something a bit more active. I think it's about time we played a game I like to call Insert Name Here. So let's go and join Sophie over here in the gaming area, and she will talk us through it.
Welcome, Michael, Mark.
Hello,
Please take a seat. Welcome. You'll be joining in the game as well. We're going to do some real-life catfishing. So we're going to bring on some absolute strangers, and I'm going to read out their bio, and they're going to have a profile picture in their faces, and you're going to decide, are they real or are they fake?
Okay.
So let's bring on our first guest. This is Owen. Owen loves cheese sandwiches and beer, and his worst habit is picking his nails.
Well, everyone loves beer. Yeah,
I like cheese sandwiches, but
His
you wouldn't
image.
write that about yourself.
You wouldn't
would
write. You wouldn't write. He looks like an Owen.
Yeah,
I mean, in all fairness, but it's not a pleasant thing to write about. Would you be attracted to someone who put that in their bio?
Not exactly, but it's about the image. Is the image matching up to...
I'm looking at the image, but I'm looking at the shoes. He's hiding something in those
the
shoes.
toenails.
Definitely the toenails. So you don't think he's real,
No,
do you?
I don't think he's real, no.
So definitely to the left.
Yeah.
Okay, Owen, please reveal yourself.
Oh, it is Owen.
Is it?
Owen.
Do you have disgusting toenails? You don't. Your shoes say differently. Just saying.
Thanks, Owen. Brilliant. Okay, so this is Grace. Grace likes Jaeger bombs, and her favourite TV show is Geordie Shore, and she also enjoys holidaying to Spain.
Well, that's
Yeah.
fair enough.
It
fair
is.
enough.
Jaeger bombs in Spain.
Do you think it's pretty realistic?
I mean, which one do you think, though, is Grace? That's probably.
I think the one on the left, actually, judging from the height.
Absolutely.
She looks like she enjoys Jaeger bombs as well.
Yeah.
So real life Grace?
Yeah, real
Yeah, I
life.
think
Yeah,
real life, that one.
Yeah.
Fab. Grace, reveal yourself. Yes.
She likes
Brilliant.
Jaeger bombs. She likes Jaeger bombs.
Thank you, Grace. Our next guest. Okay, so this is Jim. Jim is a Shorloin monk who has a particular interest in paleontology. Wow. He is looking for a polyamorous relationship.
A lot of long words for him.
It is, yeah. And
Not a
that's
long word.
in a gym.
The gym.
In a gym? No,
Yeah.
Jim can't be in a gym. That's just too
No.
coincidental.
No, and those stomach muscles.
Stomach muscles, they don't match the legs.
No, they
Look at the
don't.
legs.
So we think catfish for Jim.
I think
I think
catfish.
catfish. Yeah,
I think
definitely,
so.
definitely catfish. Definitely catfish.
Okay, reveal yourself, Jim.
Yeah. Work on the legs.
Brilliant. Michael. Okay, so the next one. This is China. China is a 45-year-old oil tycoon who is retraining to become an urban farmer. Her favourite food is eggplant.
Eggplant.
Eggplant. Everyone loves an urban farmer.
An urban
True,
farmer,
yeah,
oil
no,
tycoon.
leave that
Oil
bit.
tycoon, yeah.
The image to the description.
I don't think 45.
How old did? Yeah. how old did you say?
45.
45.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
That's what it says in the bio,
Are you
yeah,
sure you-
absolutely.
That's photoshopped.
What do we think? Yes, no?
Heavily photoshopped.
Yeah, I think
Catfish?
No. Catfish.
I think
Absolutely.
Definite catfish.
Yep.
Fabulous.
Of course it is.
Yes.
Of course it is.
Definitely not. Thank you very much.
Definitely not an oil tycoon,
That's
though. Definitely
all we've
not.
got time for, I'm afraid. But well done to you at home that got any of the answers correct. And well done, Michael
Thank
and
you. Good
Mark.
fun.
Thank you very much.
Now, earlier on, when we left off, we saw Olivia and myself lost in London on our way to Greenwich in hopes of finding Robin, our producer.
Right, I think we're heading towards the foot tunnel. It's just over there.
So the last place on her Instagram was on this old church, and I don't know exactly where that is in Greenwich Park. Then she's put Prime Meridian, which I believe is some sort of restaurant cafe in the centre of Greenwich Park, so that's where we're heading.
Right, we're here.
We've just got off at the wrong stop. I think we're meant to get off at the one before. Not a massive issue. I'm sure we can make up the time.
So I'm at Cutty Sark. I think the Greenwich Park is this way. It looks like Robin's at the observatory.
We have just passed a nice tavern. So if Olivia's not here yet and we've got time to kill.
I can see the park. This is the bus stop. I think we just missed Michael.
I can either now whip out my phone and look more on social media and see what she's put, or I can make a dash straight for the observatory where I know she was last.
Right, I'm in the Greenwich Park now at the National Maritime Museum. Robin is up there, she's 5 minutes away.
Right, so I'm so annoyed that I don't have Robin on Snapchat, because that would make this bit so much easier.
Oh my God, you have to be kidding.
And I'm trying to look on her Twitter, and she's not put anything since the observatory. I just hope Olivia's not caught up at this stage.
Right, I'm checking Snap Maps where she is.
Right, we are being forced to run, because that's the other group.
Oh my God!
Afternoon!
Oh, I got a notification. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Damn it! Boo you! Oh, it sucks! Oh.
With that, back to the studio.
Wow, that actually got quite tense. Was it that close in real life?
In all honesty, it really was. That wasn't scripted or anything, but Olivia had spotted me before I spotted her, and even with that advantage, I only won because I was bothered to run up the hill.
Sounds like Olivia lost down to pure laziness. Would you change anything if you did that social media challenge again?
It's funny you should say that, because before the show, I was talking to our director, and I was joking around saying, you know, can't I just call Robin on my phone and, you know, just ask her where she is? But then again, that's not social media.
Yeah.
But then I realised I could have used social media. I could have just called her up via Facebook Messenger or even Snapchat. It wouldn't have been cheating. It would have just been bending the rules a little. But there you go. I would have found her straight away then.
But in the end, you won, and that's all that matters. What did you win, by the way, Michael?
I don't know. Looks like we're going to have to find out next week. But until then, do take care. Bye-bye.